Andros Island, the largest island in the Bahamas, sits between the Gulf Stream and the depths of Tongue of the Ocean and encompasses at least a lifetime of flats fishing exploration. Andros is the most biologically diverse island in the world outside of Madagascar, and what's not covered with water on Andros is surrounded by shallow water, and those shallow flats are covered in bonefish. Small Hope Bay Lodge has occupied its current site on the east side of the island since 1960. Legendary for its diving, but as well for its perfect position to take advantage of bonefish country. From right out front of the lodge to the Jolter's Keys to the north and the labyrinth of the renowned Bights to the south. The extensive flats invite exploration on an incoming tide. On deeper flats, look for cloudy water known as muds caused by feeding bonefish. Under clear skies, in clear water, wary bonefish demand long, delicate presentations of the fly. The maze of mangrove roots provides shelter and protection for bonefish once the tide rises to full flood stage. When the tide begins to fall and the fish drop out of the mangroves to feed as they move across the flats, it's game time. The wind is a fact of life when fly fishing the Bahamas. Guides here have developed their own distinctive casting style to deal with it, and they eagerly pass on their expertise to visiting anglers. Because the island is beset with flats, creeks, and bights on all quarters, there's always a secluded flat that offers protection from the wind. Mastic Point, on the northeast corner of Andros, offers one such option. With productive flats lying on literally every quarter within the expansive bay, there's always a promising option, protected from the prevailing winds of the day. Many islands in the Bahamas chain offer extensive flats with huge schools of bonefish. Schoolfish run smaller as a rule, and the giant schools are lacking for the most part around Andros. Smaller pods of fish, sometimes as many as a dozen or more, are the rule here. Andros is best known for large bonefish, which often travel alone or with one or two companions. These bigger fish can test an angler's ability to keep his cool when delivering a cast. The clock system is essential to master when fishing these waters with a guide. When he says, "Give me 70 feet at 10 o'clock, there's no time to stop and figure it out. You make the cast or you lose the opportunity. Fly fishing for bonefish is relatively simple. Pay attention, stay calm, do it right, and make sure you're outfitted with the best possible gear. Tackle and gear are seldom complicated. A good quality rod and reel, usually a fly rod, but spinning tackle works well too, will do the job. Be forewarned, on Andros, the kids grow up with a fly rod in their hands. If you're not a fly caster when you show up, the guides will make sure you are by the time you leave. A decades-long dedication to hosting visiting anglers assures you of comfort and hospitality, so necessary to an enjoyable trip. And the nagging feeling that once it's over, you can't wait to get back.